Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin pod, baby. Let's go. Bitcoin's pumping. We just retapped $58,000, which we love to see. Welcome to everyone in that live chat. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis. We'll also be discussing some breaking news, as we always do, as well as Bitcoin speculators repeat 2021 de-risking as exposure drops 21,600 BTC. We'll also be discussing, finally, Caroline Ellison asked to steal supporters' info at September 24th. Sentencing, meaning it's coming up here in a few weeks. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin ETF see 28.6 million worth of inflows after an 8-day outflow streak. We'll also be discussing stablecoin issuer Tether diversifies investments, sinks nearly $115 million into the agro-industrial company. I'll be breaking this down for you, as well as the latest from the Giga Chat himself, Mikey Saylor, predicting Bitcoin will reach $13 million per coin. I'll be sharing his timeline. And by the way, this is his base case. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What's poppin'? It feels good to be back in the green. Let me know if you missed me yesterday. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Please do blow it up as far as sharing it. If you guys can repost over on X, it's appreciated. Shout out Michael K. Try Diggs, Abel Gonzalez, let's go. That's right. At 13 mil, we should all be able to retire, broski. Seth Walker, welcome. Bitcoin's ready to go to the moon. October, Q4, Reginald. Damn straight. Shout out Chandy. Good to see ya. And don't forget to subscribe to #1 Bitcoin music channel, Chandy 10 Music. Let's get it. Shout out Shortcoin. Shout out Greg. Shout out Adam. Good to see you guys. What's poppin'? What's new? What's good? Let me know. And yeah, let's have some fun, fam. Enjoy the theme music.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JD.
Just want to say you guys are the bomb diggity. I greatly appreciate all the reposts already. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the top of my profile. And also, anyone who reposts the stream or comments on the stream, I promise I'll repost you, follow you back, and shout you out on the live pod as well. So thank you, Thomas Giggs. He put, let's go. Shout out JC Ice, the one and only Oracle. Greatly appreciate you. I'm just reposting everyone now. My man, Digital Dankness. Appreciate you, brother. Good to have you here with us. Rave Elevator. That's actually a hilarious meme. I gotta show you guys that one. My girlfriend, when she realizes I don't have enough biddy for the both of us. What do you mean I get the price I deserved? Hilarious. Shout out Rave Elevator. You're funny, brother. Just reposted, yeah. Shout out Max Kaiser, Stacy Herbert, and the rest of the fam. Neo Kaz, appreciate you. Just reposted, yeah. We appreciate all support. Yeah, we're gonna have a fun show today. I was missing in action yesterday, so we'll make up for it today. Greg says, so the FOMC, Chairman Powell, meets next week. That's right, 17th, 18th, 1 week out. Markets expect a cut. So if that is just a catalyst for the Bitcoin next parabolic post, it could be. I'd love to see us shoot right past 60, 61 and continue where we left off in March, which is price discovery, 73.8. Be pretty lit, especially after we already corrected down to 49. Let me know if you feel the bottom is in. Shout out Shortcoin, the best crypto pod. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. I just reposted you. And yeah, so let's go. Watching from the California Central Coast. I'm broadcasting live from Puerto Rico. Do let me know where you're streaming or watching the stream from. Moonstone, hey, from Santa Barbara. Good to have you in here. Cornwall, England in the house. Shout out Fairground. 1 million in 2 weeks would be pretty lit. Nippinator's down for that. He gives 4 paws up. 1 million in 2 weeks. Big debate tonight. Oh, is the debate tonight? Is that the Kamala Trump debate? I was assuming she'd like pretend she had Novid or something. Sorry, I caught the Novid. Shucks. That's going to be interesting. What time is the debate? Are you guys going to be watching? Let me know. You're the bomb diggity, JV. Thank you, Bone Daddy. I greatly appreciate it, brother. You guys are too kind. 173.8 breaks. First stop, 88 G's. Second stop, 106 G's. All possible well before the end of the year. Anything is possible. 100%. 100K, another 100K, another 100K. That's 300K on the way, on the lay, freaking on the way. But did you buy the dip today? Or did you let it slip away? Shout out Neocause. What's poppin'? That's correct. We refer to it as the Novid. Grant Noakes, 9 p.m. Okay, on ABC. Right on. It's going to be interesting. I heard she's never done a debate. I don't know how accurate that is. I've never really even seen her speak except reading teleprompters, so I'm anxious. What are they going to talk about? Do you think Bitcoin and crypto will be referenced? Let me know. Thank you, Cecile. Bitcoin is the future of money. Amen to that. I just reposted you. And make sure I'm following you. I am following you as well. Thank you, Cecile. Appreciate your support. You guys are the bomb diggity. Short Coin says Michael Saylor is the best. Speaking of the best, what's the second best crypto, you might ask?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Forever. The Oracle says I'm watching online. Nice. Probably on the Benny Johnson stream. I would imagine a lot of YouTubers are going to be streaming it because all eyes on them, right? No debate for me. We'll catch. Yeah, I'll probably catch the highlights as well. It was pretty hard watching that Biden-Trump debate. After like 30 minutes, it was like torture. It was difficult. Fairgrounds hit the likes. Thank you. Hey, JV, I am at home and I am watching the greatest show on the YouTube. Love you, brother. And CNA fam. Right back at you, DNA. Appreciate you, brother. She has been in debate when she ran for president. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen any of it. San Diego in the house. Dankness says cryptonewsalerts is the only thing second best to Bitcoin. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. China's not doing well financially. I mean, what country is besides El Salvador? Because of the biddy. I bet no reference to the Bitcoin in debate. Well, if Trump's smart, he can definitely say some Bitcoin things knowing his opponent is an enemy of crypto. Clearly. So I think that would be pretty lit, but who knows what to expect, right? I have no idea. Is it like a 1 hour thing, a 2 hour thing? And I'm curious who the moderators are. Are the moderators going to be unbiased? I have no idea who they are, so let me know, family. And yeah, welcome everyone just joining us. Tusley Gabbard smoked her in the debates in 2020. She wanted the mics live so that she could say, I'm speaking. JV, the last debate was horrible. It was hard to watch. What happened to you yesterday, bro? I couldn't stream. Something unexpected happened. I just couldn't stream. And heads up, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to stream either. However, it should all be clear and good on the 12th. So I got one more day of distractions. Unfortunately, I got to handle. And then the 12th, we should be good. Just FYI. So expect me on the 12th, which is Thursday at 4 p.m. But tomorrow, don't anticipate a stream. No, I'm okay. Nothing bad is going on. It's actually good. It's really good for me. I just can't be here to stream because I won't be at the office for the whole day, unfortunately. Unless a miracle and it's a half day and I can still do the stream. There's a possibility, but I'm not anticipating it because yesterday it was all day. I didn't get home till like 10 p.m., so I couldn't stream. Deal with it. Exactly. I agree with Michael Saylor. The government should print the fiat and buy the biddy. Yeah, that last debate I thought was confused, but Biden was, yeah, I mean, he didn't know what he was even, I don't even think he understood where he was at, let alone what he's talking about. You know what I mean? See you on Thursday. Thank you, Short Coin. But yeah, shout out Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum was good. Salam family. FOMC is going to moon it. Shout out Little Germ. Where you been, brother? JB, how many days have you missed in all these years? Not many. Just a handful. Travel days, like if I go to a Bitcoin event and I'm stuck on a plane, I obviously can't travel. Or if there's things outside my control, I have to attend, unfortunately. But it's rare. That's why I appreciate you guys. I must have had like 15 messages and a lot of people reaching out to me like, are you okay? I'm good. No need to worry. JV, yep. So that's the one. How about a crypto watch so you can get some views? Possibly. If we continue to pump, that's a great idea. As long as we're pumping, crypto watch or Bitcoin particular pump watches are a lot of fun, and I'm down. Shout out to we already got 420 people on the stream. We haven't even began yet, so I greatly appreciate all the support. I'm still checking all the posts on X. You guys are the bomb diggity. Again, anyone who reposts is getting reposted and shouted out. Chance Bit, JV, just starting. Come join us. Thank you, Chance. Just reposted your brother. Thank you, DNA is live. Get in where you fit in. That reminds me of the classic Too Short album I had when I was like 10 years old and probably shouldn't have been listening to Too Short. Short dog in the house. Shout out the one and only Chandy. She put JV is live and Bitcoin is forever alive. The best daily pod, crypto news, delivering the true news. Thank you, Chandy. You're the bomb diggity. Greatly appreciate you. And yeah, you guys are awesome. And I'm sure I can just keep my X feed on and just be reading you guys and shouting you out all day, but we're going to continue here. Let's continue, shall we? If you're new to the channel, very important, smash the likes for Nipsey, please. And subscribe, hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications. It's always greatly appreciated. Today is pod episode 1755. I'm your host, JV. It's September 10th. 2024. Markets are back in the green. I mean, we tapped last stream I did the day before yesterday. We tapped like 52.6, so it feels good to be up 5,000 since then. Currently at 57.8. We did already tap 58,000 right before I went live. I noticed. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day, pulling up Coin 360. You can see Bitcoin up 1.5% for the day, trading at 57.9 according to Coin 360. We have Toncoin up 5%. That's pretty cool considering all the drama recently with their CEO Pavel being arrested. ETH is up 2%, trading under 2,400. Tron's correcting along with Cardano and Polkadot, while XRP and AVAX and BNB all in the green, but pretty modestly. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits just above 2 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is at 1.14 trillion dollars. We got roughly 62 billion worth of volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance and the Ether dominance, Ether's down all the way down to 14.1%, the lowest in years. It looks like we're going to tap the 13s soon. That's not good for ETH. Bitcoin dominance is maintaining, though, so it's all good. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got ICP, and I ain't talking about the insane clown posse. Up 13%. Trading at $8.70, followed by FET up 11%, followed by BSV up 9%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubble so we get a visual perspective on the day. Let's see. Let's start on the day and then zoom out on the month. For the day, the majority of the market's in the green, which we love to see. I mean, the other day we were below a 2 trillion market cap. Now we're back above that milestone, which is a good sign. Zooming out on the monthly, I would say 80-20. Actually, let me rephrase. I'd say 70-30 red versus green, but some respectable gainers, of course. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, one of my favorite indicators, hence why we share it every day. Shows we're currently at 33 in fear. Yesterday at 26 in fear. Last week at 26 and last month at 39 in fear. The lower this number goes in extreme fear, the more likely of a pump. And checking out the time chain calendar. As you can see, we're currently on block number 860,800. We have 189,200 blocks to go until the next halving. Probably April of 2028. And currently you can get 1,730 Satoshis for $1. A couple of days ago, it was almost 1,900. So get in where you fit in, if you feel what I'm saying. But there you have it, yo. Welcome, everyone. Just joining the stream. We're live and in the flesh on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. Spread the word. I appreciate it. I have anniversary dinner with my hubby yesterday. Happy anniversary, Oracle. We have grass-fed beef steaks, potatoes, and green beans. Lava cake for dessert. Yummy. 18 years married. That's a huge accomplishment. Super happy for you and glad to hear you got to celebrate with the hubby. Shout out to the hubby, by the way. So glad I sold ETH many moons ago. Same here. I mean, it's a good trade. ETH for Bitcoin. Why not? Congrats. 18 years is a hell of a long time. I know. That's phenomenal. Really much respect. Dankness, the impending golden cross on the one-day chart is a bullish sign. Let's go Bulls. ETH sucks. Why? Vitalik, centralized unlimited supply, proof of stake versus proof of work since September 2022. Can roll back the ledger. Yeah, it sucks. Pretty much it sucks. So proceed carefully, ETH fans. Right on. Congrats, Jennifer, says Diana. Got a lot of congrats here in the chat. Anyone else been married for more than 18 years? Let me know. Damn, Oracle. Now I'm hungry. I know. You had to throw out the lava cake at the end? Come on now. Thank you all. You're very welcome. HNT, Mr. Bodaddy, right on. 25-year anniversary tomorrow. Wow, Juan. That's phenomenal. Happy anniversary, brother. Wishing you the best for you and the missus. Nice. Congrats. If you're having fun, follow. Yeah, we are going to have an after party, uncensored extended version of the pod on the Rumble and X when the YouTube stream ends, just FYI. Wow, Grant Noakes got him beat. 26 years. Whoa, Mark, 35 years married. Phenomenal. Congratulations, guys. That's amazing. Been married 20 years. We got Trial Diggs. Whoa. Celebrating 30 years this November. Damn. Abel, Next Level G. Juan Espino, grats, my man. That's epic. Married for 37 years in a row. It's good that it's in a row. It wouldn't be so good if it wasn't in a row. Congrats, guys. You guys, whoa. I think that's the highest right there. 37 years is a long time. Jesus. Anniversary was this year, 2004 and June 12th. Nice. But anyways, fam, happy 420. Welcome everyone joining the stream. We got 600 people already here live in the flesh. Let's tap into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the price action is likely to go next. Welcome everyone just joining us. Don't forget to repost the stream over on X, and anyone who reposts or comments will get shouted out, reposted, and I'll follow you back. That's my promise to you. But yeah, let's break it down here. The headline here reads, Bitcoin awaits US CPI print as option market sees 3.3%. Bitcoin price move. That's right, yo. Here's the 1 hour chart. In a little bit, I'll pull up the live chart. Bitcoin held firm at the September 10th Wall Street Open as the bulls refused to allow a Bitcoin price come down. Trading View showed Bitcoin retargeting 57. In fact, we already tapped 58 right before I went live. Risk assets avoided major moves in advance of the U.S. CPI print due September 11th, which is tomorrow on 9/11. This due along with the first presidential debate, that's right, between Trump and Harris this evening at 9 p.m. Let me know if you're going to be watching. Quoting them here, macro uncertainty dominates the crypto markets ahead of the presidential debate, with the 30-day correlation to the MSCI World Equity Index reaching 0.6 near a 2-year high. Trading firm QCP Capital wrote in part of the latest bulletin on Telegram. And massive shout out to Jason Buck. He just did the ultimate kind gesture and gifted 10 people a MicroStrategy membership of the channel. So thank you, Jason Buck, and let's congratulate all the new members. That's very kind of you. Vic Schutz, welcome. You're now a member of the channel. That's a paid membership. Eric Jones, Crypto Rome, My Crypto Space UK, Khalili, Shaitan Patel, Kemp, Xander, Wrench Whisperer, and Saga Alpha Club. Please do thank Jason Buck. He just hooked you up, and that's a very kind thing for you to do, Jay. So thank you, brother. Much, much respect and much appreciated. Welcome all the new members of the stream. What does the membership give you? It ultimately turns your name green, and you get priority shout-outs in the live chat. And you also get that loyalty badge, which is the star next to your name, which shows your loyalty to the channel. And every month it's going to change colors. So thank you guys. I greatly appreciate that. Let's continue with the TA here. QCP revealed keen interest in Bitcoin price volatility returning over the coming 24 hours, with the options market implying a movement of more than 3.3% from the current spot 56.8 by tomorrow's expiry post-debate, quoting them here. While Bitcoin is generally seen as the Trump trade due to his vocal support for crypto, we believe the real surprise could come from Harris. If she brings up crypto positively during her campaign, how can she bring it up positively if all of her actions are negative towards it? I mean, don't get it twisted, folks. The sense of anticipation amongst traders was heightened in light of the previous week's performance, where Bitcoin slipped below 53 Gs. I think it was 52.6, the bottom, more recently. And then, of course, a couple of weeks ago, we bottomed at 49. Let me know if you think the bottom is in. Quoting them here, world stocks erased a massive 4.1 trillion market cap last week. Crazy, right? The largest drop in 2 years. That's no joke. That's according to the Kabisi letter, who shares here. This is twice as much as the previous largest drawdown in 2024. I mean, that's a lot of money being wiped out. Where does it go? 4.1 trillion. That's double the crypto market cap today, family, just for comparison. Now, while Bitcoin was up almost 4% from the weekly open at the time of this, market participants suggested it was too early for the optimism. In fact, Scoo shared the following. Nice one-day close. However, still more confirmations are required for the divergence to play out. They also show the first confirmation would be your reclaim of the previous low of 57,400, which we're already currently above. Now, Scoo also added that the RSI should sustain above 50 to provide additional confirmation of the recovery. And so far, it is the same lackluster follow-up plus the lack of the urgency we have seen after every pump. As Crypto Chase shares here, as said last night, no trade for me at the moment because this market has yet to prove it can provide proper bullish continuation. Show me it and I'll be more open to them in the future. Meanwhile, I'll break down the ETFs a little later. Let's pull up some of the live charts. Live chart action brought to you by TradingView. Let's switch up the scene so it's so fresh and so clean. Here you go. So yeah, Bitcoin live and in the flesh chart right now. We're trading just above 57,700. Notice a lot of targets here on the 1 hour chart. We do have a bullish pennant breakout. We do have a bullish pennant target just above 60,700. So I'd love to see us break that here today. That'd be pretty lit. See that staircase breakout? Pretty lit right now. We also have a target at 59. And we also have a bottom target, which you need to be aware of, at 54,600. And again, this is the 1 hour chart via TradingView via Coinbase. And checking out the 4 hour, and we'll scale out from here. Again, live chart action. If you're enjoying this, share the stream, hit the likes, subscribe for the Nippinator. But yeah, you can see that big green candle in the past 4 hours, pretty lit, which took us to 58,000. Let's zoom out a little more. Let's check out the 1 day chart. As you can see here, we had 4 green consecutive days. Reminds me of Green Day. Do you remember the Dookie album? Anyways, we do have a target, though, that is sitting at 47,700. And let's check out the 1 week. We should still have that sexy cup and handle pattern at, I think, 126, was it? 124 right now, 124.7. And we'll check out the 1 month for a little broader perspective here. And as you can see, I mean, earlier in the year, we had 7 green consecutive monthly closes. Then it's kind of been red, green, just sideways trading action. Let's see if we can get out of the September and turn it into a September bull close, followed by a very bullish fourth quarter. That'll be pretty lit. And I also want to share some of the breaking news I failed to mention earlier. Bitwise chart shows, let me change the scene so it's easier for you guys to see. My bad. Let's see, this should do the trick. Yeah. So just in, Bitwise chart shows Bitcoin historically pumps in price after being down in September. I mean, the charts don't lie. Notice September is negative 4.5%. Then we jump typically in the fourth quarter. October, we usually jump 29.5%. Then check out November, bro. And we also have the election on November 5th. 37.9% average gains. And then we have 12% for December. So if we add all those numbers up, let's do the math. Let's say 30% and 30% is 60%. And then we have 70%. I mean, we're talking ballpark 80% gains in the fourth quarter. So if history is to repeat, game on. And in other breaking news, the Marathon CEO Fred Thiel shared, Bitcoin is a national security concern for the country. The U.S. must maintain a dominance, not just in Bitcoin mining, but also in the holding of Bitcoin assets in U.S. companies. Preach. And also other news, Max Geyser points out in a new interview that Bitcoin will capture 65% plus of all the assets. Now we're only 0.1%. Let that sink in. Really good interview, by the way. I caught some of it. I need to watch the rest of it, but he makes some very bullish predictions. I think one of them I have here. Did I write it down? I think I did. Let me go to I know I shared it earlier. I just want to read you one of his predictions. Give me a second. And thank you guys for all the reposts. I can see you guys blowing it up on X. You guys are the bomb diggity. As you can see, already 18 hearts and 12 reposts. Pretty lit post to share ratio. And of course, as I promised you guys, I repost everyone. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to either repost with a comment like you see Cecile here, or just drop a comment and I'll repost it either way. And it'll help you grow your X account and it helps with my stream. So it's a win-win, no brainer. Yeah, that's a hilarious meme. One of the best. But I wanted to share this quote. I think we're getting close. There we go. Here it is. So yeah, quoting Max Kaiser from that interview, he said, Bitcoin will immediately go from 85, 90,000, 110,000 per coin, and then immediately go to 300 to 350,000 overnight. Send it and let's go. I'm going to repost my own post there. And if you guys could do the same, it's always appreciated. But there you have it, yo. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. What's popping? What's good? And thank you again, Jason Buck, for that gift and 10 memberships to the channel. Very kind of you. Greg says Bitcoin quarterly historical performance, Q3, negative 4%, Q4. There, you're damn straight. Q4, 88%. Another divine omen, 88. Double infinity. I'll toast to that. 60 G's, bro.
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's. Buying opportunity for fifth level.
Oh snap, look who's flexing on us. Duran LeBlanc, 39 years married. I think that's the new record. If anyone has been married longer than that, let us know. Pavel in French jail and Vitalik also almost married. Only CEO of Bitcoin is free. Long live Satoshi. Laser cat. Chandy's dog will be chewing here. Computer trying to chew through. Yeah, don't show paper, Chandy. The screen. You're right. Might eat up your computer. You never know. The hash rates are up. That's right. The Bitcoin hash rate keeps breaking out new all-time high. Price tends to follow dankness. We just had the halving and the golden cross are lining up. The oversold territory, the fourth quarter, green months, no black swan, and the moon is inevitable. That's right. Bitcoin's going where no human being has gone before. The moon. Today is the debate. I believe so. 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm told. Lock Sky. Supposed to be at least. We'll see how it goes.
Jeez, what do you think, JV? By the biddy, who cares about a roaring kitty? A boring kitty, not me. I'm for the bitty. I'm for the Nipponator. I'm for Nipsey.
Shout out T. Rollin. He put not just any news, the best damn crypto news. Even Ed and Brian are flying to watch it. Shout out Fred and Brian. Or Ed and Brian, my apologies. Greatly appreciated, brother. Love the meme. Just reposted ya. Shout out Mark Cuz. Thank you, brother. Shout out Diana Jones. Just reposted ya. Shout out my boy Steven. Let's freaking go. Crypto News Alerts is live. Tune in. Thank you, brother. Just reposted ya. Shout out Crypto Fit. Shout out Shandy. Always ready for crypto news. And thank you for reposting JC's post. Make sure you guys are all following Chandy, Dankness, and JC Ice over on X. And congratulations, JC. I saw you got over 1,500 followers. Very happy for you. Shout out Vic Shoots. Long live the king. Time to long the biddy. Just reposted. Let's go. You guys are awesome. Are we going to straight climb, or is it going to be a rocky start to Q4? I think Q4 is going to be parabolic. Parabola. That's what I say. But not investment advice. Everything I share in the stream is for entertainment purposes only, so don't get it twisted. A gain of 80% would put us over 100 G's. Then we could finally have our fiesta here in Puerto Rico. Who's coming? Bitcoin Liquid Index weekly since the inception goes up approximately 2 fib levels post-halving. 1.114 fib equals 400 G's. The 1.236 equals 3 million. If history rhymes or repeats, well said. Thank you, Greg. Wow. So the Oracle's growing at over 100 new followers a day. 1,600. I stand corrected. Congratulations. Let's go. Did he forget about Chandy? No, I mentioned her. Chandy R. Gregory. Follow her on X. Follow Digital Dankness. And all of the moderators, you have my permission to drop, if you have a YouTube channel, drop your YouTube link in the chat. If you have an X account, drop your X account in the account. Let's blow up the mods as well for their service each and every day. Banana Zone incoming. No Diddy, yo. Shout out to the Crypto Surge. Shout out to the Bone Daddy. We already got 800 people on the stream. Thanks to your guys sharing the stream. So we appreciate that. But let's continue with the news. We got a lot to share. And happy Tuesday, by the way. Here we go. Next story of the day. Headline here reads, Bitcoin speculators repeat. 2021 de-risking as exposure drops 21.6 thousand BTC. That's right. Bitcoin speculators have net distributed more than 21,000 biddies over the past month in an exit, which rivals records according to the latest data from Crypto Quant. That's right. Let's discuss what they had to share. Bitcoin price performance in the recent weeks led to a collapse in faith amongst new hodler cohorts. According to Crypto Quant, which tracks the 30-day net position change amongst both short-term hodlers and long-term hodlers, the former reduced its holdings by 21,600 Bitcoin over the 30 days through September 8th. Quoting them here, the last 2 weeks show a significant decline in short-term hodler net positions, indicating short-term investors are selling their holdings in response to the recent market volatility. IT Tech named the net position decrease as one of the several key trends currently in play among short-term hodlers, the name given to entities holding a given amount of Bitcoin for 155 days or less. Otherwise, they said, they're exiting the market. And risk reduction. The data stands out as a rare episode of the history of the short-term hodlers monitoring. Such a large 30-day decrease has not occurred since mid-2021. Whoa. Now remember, it was November of 2021 we hit the all-time high of 69 Gs from the previous cycle. Now, for the long-term hodlers, the picture is decidedly different. Accumulation is in full swing, with the cohort 30-day net position increase totaling 22,000 BTC. This roughly equals the short-term hodler position drawdown and is also the largest increase in several years. Quoting them here, increased accumulation by long-term hodler could lead to price stabilization and position the market for a potential rebound, while the short-term hodler sell-offs may create short-term downwards pressure on the prices. And they concluded the data shows a clear capital flow from the weak hands to the strong hands. Shout out to my diamond hands laser eyes. Where you at? Which signals a market stability. Now, in other reports, they showed changing dynamics between Bitcoin hodler cohorts. The short-term hodler entities aggregate cost basis, for example, regularly functions as the long-term support during the bull market. And recently, that trend line, which currently sits at around 64 Gs, has been unreliable and reflects significant unrealized losses persistent amongst the short-term hodlers, which are now just under 18% of the available Bitcoin supply. So there you go, yo. And yeah. Let me know if you're a long-term hodler. Told you Bitcoin long-term shark whale hodl wallets all-time high. Let's go. Shout out to Dirty. What's poppin', brother? Welcome to the stream. Crypto Surge, seen you on the Cryptos Are Us, calling people that drove Honda pilots peasants. Great look. Whoa. Yeah, I think it's kind of rude to call anyone a peasant. But at the same time, what do we call those who treat fiat as a store of value? According to Mikey Saylor, we have a name for those folks.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
Not Bitcoiners, just saying.
People that use fiat.
What do we call them, folks? Shout out LT. Appreciate the repost, brother. Just reposted ya. We already got close to 1,000 people live on the stream. Not too shabby. But yeah, what do we call them? Let me know in the chat.
Currency as a store of value.
That's right. Those that treat fiat currency as a store of value. Ultimately, those who hoard and save in fiat. What do we call them?
We call them poor. We call them poor.
That's right. That's a very kind way to say it, the Oracle. Uninformed and uneducated. Because the reality is, there's always a point in time where none of us knew about Bitcoin. We didn't have the education. We didn't have the knowledge. And at the end of the day, the reality, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? And we all pay for Bitcoin at the price we deserve. Real talk.
People that use.
Yes, pour like beer. Exactly. Just like that. But anyways, fam, welcome everyone joining the stream. If you guys can repost the stream on X, again, I'm going to be checking the feed throughout the entire stream. We got a lot more to share. We're just getting started. Bitcoin's pumping. We're back in the green. Entire markets are pumping. We're back above the 2 trillion milestone for the market cap. It's about time. Shout out Robbie P. I'm a fan. In fact, let's play a little snippet of one of my favorite Robbie P songs called Bitcoin Slang.
Hey, pay attention on how I break this Bitcoin slang down. Check it, a Bitcoin is a currency, blockchain is technology.
Transactions take place on it constantly. You only rent beer, just like fiat. Is that how it's done, Greg? The Oracle, my oldest daughter, just became a 2-coiner. She's dollar cost averaging. Congratulations to the Oracle's daughter, who became a 2-coiner, but unfortunately lost it all in a boat accident. Congrats. That's pretty awesome. Little Bubble. He's good too. Little Bubble got some good crypto tracks for sure. We play him a lot here too. Shout out Little Bubble. This is one of my favorite Little Bubble jams right here.
Pump, it up.
Pump it up. Little Joe Budden's remix. Ah, I see. Serge started trolling George because he started calling people peasants. What's worse, peasant or brokey? Brokey is the Tate's term, but when they use it, it's always in humor. It's always funny and comical. Let me know. I think it's the intent of how you use words that create the true meaning behind it, right? Fiat is poor. Don't be a peasant. There you go. They are going to need a wrecking ball to make me sell my Bitcoin. I'm not freaking selling. Finally pumping up, though. I mean, it feels good after the past couple of weeks. We've been stuck in the red. We got over 1,000 people live on the stream, so give it up for yourselves. But let's continue with the news. I got a lot to share. I've been asking, whatever happened to Caroline Ellison? She's supposed to have been sentenced earlier on in the year. Nothing's happened. It went under the radar, swept under the rug. Well, I finally saw her in a headline since earlier this year, and it says, Caroline Ellison asked to seal supporters' info at September 24 sentencing. So allegedly, in 2 weeks, she's going to be sentenced for her crimes. Let's break down the latest story here. As you know, she's the one with the, what did they refer to that as? The Slippy Grippy from Mississippi. Bankman-Fried's lady. And also she was the head of, what's it called? The sister company, Alameda Research. So here we go. A court filing from former Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison's attorney seeks to redact the names and personal info of the parties writing letters to support her sentencing hearing, which is scheduled in 2 weeks. In the September 9th filing with the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, Wilmer Hale, partner Anjan, representing Ellison, filed a motion requesting that the court redact personally identifying information from the former Alameda CEO supporters. According to the filing, I'd be interested to see who her supporters were. The letters could contain info, Gary Gensler, about Ellison's current living situation that could put her at risk of continued harassment if made public. I mean, it's a given. She's going to be harassed. I mean, you're responsible alongside Bankman-Fried for the biggest Ponzi scheme in human history. Since her testimony at the criminal trial, the former FTX CEO Bankman-Fried, October 2023, Ellison has rarely, if ever, been seen in public. Yeah, I did see photos leaked, though. She was seen at a coffee shop in New York. Or required to appear in person in court to address the matters related to the case. She pleaded guilty to fraud charges in 2022 after FTX collapsed and had been awaiting sentencing. The September 9th filing appeared to be the first public reference to Ellison's hearing. So my question for you, we know Bankman-Fried got 25-year sentence in prison. I personally think he'll be pardoned by the Biden administration, considering he was the second largest donor to the Democratic Party. But what do I know? What do you think Caroline Ellison's sentence will be? Let me know. As the court is aware, Miss Ellison has been the focus of the intense media scrutiny and internet fascination since the outset of this case, including from Bankman-Fried's repeated efforts to release Miss Ellison's private info to the media. Because Miss Ellison's friends should not be subject to harassment and doxing because they have written to the court. Miss Ellison seeks to leave to redact their names and other identifying info from the publicly filed version of the letters in her sentencing memorandum. And according to her lawyer, the former Alameda CEO plans to include medical info for the court to consider as part of her sentencing recommendation, in addition to information on where she resides, her partner, and the organizations with which she volunteers. Ellison's legal team seeks to have all the information on potential medical treatments redacted. I mean, what kind of medical treatments do you think we're talking about here? Interesting. But yeah, will she go to prison? Should the sentencing hearing move forward on September 24th, Ellison could be the third defendant in the criminal case involving FTX and Alameda to face prison time. In March, Judge Kaplan sentenced Bankman-Fried to 25 years in prison, as we know, after the 2023 trial. His lawyers have filed a notice to appeal. Former FTX Digital Markets CEO Ryan Salami is expected to report to prison October 13th for a 90-month sentence, handed down in May. However, his legal team will address a petition to vacate his guilty plea in a September 12th hearing, in 2 days, as part of the prosecutor's case against his partner. So he ultimately said, I'm willing to testify. And then he said, as long as they don't go after my significant other, her friend or his business partner, Michelle Bond. And then they allegedly said, sure, we're not going to go after her. Then they lied. And then they said, now we're going after her and you're testifying. And he's like, whoa, now I don't want to testify. I don't care. You lied. I don't think the court cares. Now, in December of 2022, Ellison pleaded guilty to 7 counts of wire fraud, commodities fraud, securities fraud, money laundering related to the misuse of fund. And how did Gary Gensler not catch that as the chairman of the SEC? That's a lot of fraud going on with FTX. I mean, he had a lot of meetings behind closed doors with Bankman scamming banker himself. So things that make you go, But anyways, the former FTX engineer and director Nishad and also the co-founder Gary Wang also pleaded guilty to the criminal charges and scheduled to appear for sentence hearings on October 30th and November 20th. Wang could be the last defendant to appear in the court. My other question becomes, where'd Sam, was his name Trabaco or something like that? The guy who was seen on the yachts with the big belly. How'd he get away with all this? He was involved. He was an executive. He just disappeared. And very interesting, all this stuff. I find it interesting. Let's get to 80,000 first. Send it, Rob. Well, let's get there. Rats get treated kindly. An example, reduce sentences and do white-collar crime. What about Barbara and Joseph? Ooh, are they even criminal charges brought forth against Bankman-Fried's parents? I don't know. She learned from me. I've been preaching Bitcoin and nice. Let's go. Canola Harris. What do you mean, canola? All the FTX owners should be made poor when they get out of jail. That would hurt them more than the jail time and come out and have all their assets. Right on. Trump needs to abolish abortion, says Muhammad. I'm pretty much against abortion, just FYI. I don't like that. I don't like population control measures. I believe the soul enters the body very early. So yeah, but I know we're on the YouTube. I got to be careful what I say. She goes digital anime art. Nice. Big donors to the Dems. Bankman-Fried equals a scam. Bank run fraud. Pretty much. And is it a coincidence his last name is Bankman-Fried? That tells me the banker's man is about to be freed. Can't make the ish up. We're living in a simulation. Welcome to the Matrix. We're taking the orange pill. I see we got about 1,100 people on the stream. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. I'm going to repost some more of your guys' reposts, and then we'll continue with the news.
Not for the weirdo kid.
There you go. Soul enters at conception. Thank you. I know it's very early, and it don't get no more earlier than that. Conception. Boom. So, yeah.
Cat, kitty, cat, a kitty cat, I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats, ain't no thing, baby, it's a chance to stack those sats. Chance to stack those bitties. Baby, you never heard about me
with another coin. Shout out Diana Joy and Crypto Captain. Thank you for the repost of the repost on the repost of the repost. Rudy, live. Thank you guys. Rudy LaCoin just reposted your brother. Appreciate it. CW Bath, #1 Bitcoin pod on the tube is live. Subscribe. Thank you. Just reposted ya. Thank you again, LTT Rollin, Steven, Chandy, the rest of you guys are the bomb diggity. Always much appreciated. And Guido, welcome to the stream. Check out the real news. Thank you, brother. Just reposted ya. Welcome, everyone just joining us. My youngest ordered a cold storage wallet. Nice. She's almost a whole coiner from her. What is that? Art? Wow. She's selling art. Phenomenal. Does she sell it all online? Or does she do that in the flesh or a combination of the two? And congratulations to your youngest. Very impressive. You're an incredible mother. It's biblical. God's law is etched on your heart as you are knit in the womb. Makes perfect sense to me. Thank you, Greg. Free Ross. Amen. Free Ross. The Bankmans are well in the fold. It's the history books. The name comes up. No thumb blockers, please. Thumb blockers. Hey, what's a thumb blocker? September surprise will cause near God candle due to the Fed rate cut. Send it. I'm ready. FSBF. I second that. And his parents. And Ellison. The whole crew. And let's not forget Sam Tabuki. Whatever his name is. Just went to San Salvador. Great location for the 100K party. Thank you, brother. How long were you there, Robert? September ends early this cycle, everyone. 100K incoming. Send it.
Another coin. Bitcoin. Got my mind on my Bitcoin. And my Bitcoin on my mind.
60 G's, a buying opportunity.
Especially sub 60 G's, family. But anyways, let's continue with the news. Welcome everyone join the stream. We're live on X, we're live on Rumble, we're live on the YouTube. We got close to 1,200 people here with us. Let's get 2,000 by the end of the stream. We have a lot more to share, so let's continue. Let's discuss the latest inflows, outflows with the Bitcoin ETFs. Headline reads, Bitcoin ETFs see 28.6 million of inflows after 8-day outflow streak. That's right. US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs saw 28.6 million on September 9th of inflows, breaking 8 consecutive days of outflows. About time. iBit, which is BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, saw its third ever day of net outflows at 9 million, the smallest on record, next to its biggest single day of outflows at almost 37 million, which was May 1st, and 13.5 million August 29th, according to Farside data. The Fidelity-wise Origin Bitcoin Fund, FBTZ, and that's like the funniest kicker name, by the way, saw the largest inflows on the day at 28.6 million, while the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF and ARC21 tailed respective inflows of 22 mil and 6.8 million. The Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin ETF also recorded an inflow of 3.1 million. It's just good to see us back in the green collectively. Roughly 1.2 billion left to spot Bitcoin ETFs in the trading days between August 27th and September 6th, before the 8-day outflow streak broke September 9th. It followed a 5% Bitcoin rally to a high of 57.6 September 9th, which was yesterday, before cooling to 56.6. And again, we captured 58 already here this morning on the 10th. BlackRock continues to lead all the spot Bitcoin ETF issuers with 20.9 billion in total net inflows. And they didn't go live till January of this year on the 11th. And they achieved ultimately more Bitcoin in a few months than MicroStrategy achieved in 4 years. Let that sink in. While Fidelity and ARC21 round out the top three of 9.4 billion and 2.2 billion. Now, the total net inflows across all the current amount to 16.9 billion, which includes over 20 billion of outflows. Damn. So Grayscale had 20 billion of outflows. Meanwhile, BlackRock had 20 billion of inflows. So they're trading places ultimately. Now, Ethereum ETFs are still in the red. Things are not looking good for Ethereum, yo. I never seen the market dominance of Ether drop this low. We're about to hit in the 13% range, which is pretty wild. The US base spot Ether ETF saw 5 million in outflows September 9th, marking their 7th trading day without an inflow. Similar to the spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock and Fidelity's Ether products led the pack with respective inflows 1 billion and 405 million. Bitwise's fund came in third with 315 million, while the Grayscale Ethereum Trust has seen 2.69 billion of outflows. I mean, Grayscale, all they do is outflows nowadays. It's kind of wild. Whatever really is happening behind closed doors, who knows? But let me know if any of you guys are bullish on the ETFs. Clearly, when the Bitcoin inflows of the ETFs are doing what they're doing, markets pump. So we love to see inflows versus outflows. And hopefully the outflows from Grayscale comes to a halt here soon. Imagine, family, where you could use your Bitcoin as an asset to borrow against the mainstream to do not just the few options we have now. That will come. I think it's a no-brainer. Bitcoin being pristine collateral is going to be accepted everywhere. The banks are going to want it. And it's only a matter of time. In fact, in El Salvador, they're already working on that. I don't know if it's live, but you will be able to borrow against your Bitcoin 100%. You won't have to sell it unless you want to. You know what I mean? Solana to zero, says Muhammad. Right on. XRP to zero, says Muhammad. Keep the predictions coming, brother.
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it.
And shout out to Zach Essam. Appreciate it, brother. Again, anyone who reposts or comment the stream gets reposted and shouted out. Tune in to Crypto News Alerts. Thank you, broski. Much, much appreciated. And again, welcome everyone just joining us. Yeah, you guys are awesome. There's only, 2 million Bitcoin in the exchanges. Good. I think we see a supply shock fourth quarter. What are your thoughts on that? Muhammad predicts Cardano to zero. Guaranteed. How to destroy the epitome of all ish coins. Create an ETH ETF. Bada boom, bada bing. Crazy, right? Over 1,700 sats per dollar. Crazy. Yeah, you can currently get roughly 1,700 Satoshis per dollar. That's the current trade. So stack sats accordingly. That means probably for $500 you can become a Satoshi millionaire right now. So go for it if you're not already. You think we'll hit 43,000 to grab some liquidity? I'm always leaning bullish, especially being we just dropped all the way towards that area and now we just bounced right back. So we'll see. I honestly don't know. We'll soon find out. You know what I mean? Cardano to zero is okay. I don't have any.
Get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd, dip sell, dope sell, nope sell, no Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin. Roger out, Roger out.
Let's go. Welcome, Christian. Welcome, Bone Daddy. Bitcoin has accumulated the most physical power, the most computer power, and the most economic power. Shout out to Mikey Saylor, the one and only. You already know. And of course, I'm going to be sharing the latest Michael Saylor prediction. And according to Max Kaiser, Saylor's Employee of the Month. Congrats, Mikey. Phenomenal work you're doing. Gotta love it. But welcome, everyone, just joining us. Let's see, we got over 1,300 people on the stream. Let's get over 2,000 on here. If you guys can repost, share it, spread the word. It's much, much appreciated. And just heads up, tomorrow, more than likely, I'm not going to be live. I don't think it'll be possible. If a miracle happens, I'll go live. But most likely, I'm not going to be able to do a stream tomorrow. But Thursday, I'll be back, 4 p.m., just so you guys know. ICP to 5,000 and MetaDAO to 2 Gs. Right on. What up, Crypto Voodoo? What's poppin'? What about Bonk? Yeah, we want more predictions. I like Muhammad's predictions. They're always fun. But let's continue with the news. Let's discuss what's happening right now with Tether with their $115 million diversification investment. Interesting article I found. And then we'll discuss the latest Michael Saylor predictions, ultimately predicting Bitcoin hitting $13 million. And then we'll dive into our live Q&A and go from there. So yeah, this headline reads, stablecoin issuer Tether diversifies investments, sinks nearly 115 milli in agro-industrial company. Tether, leading stablecoin issuer, invested more than 112 million into this company that started in Argentina. Documents filed with the U.S. SEC last month indicated Tether subsidiary holds 10 million common shares in Ada Coargo, a company with agricultural and energy production operations in Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. So South America, please stand up. Now, their shares are trading at $11.21 at this time, and Tether's stake represents almost 10% of the company. That's not too shabby. The stablecoin issuer subsidiary Tether Investments Limited has been sinking money into emerging tech, such as artificial intelligence and peer-to-peer platforms, sustainable Bitcoin mining operations, and digital education initiatives, according to the SEC filing. Now, their first interaction with the digital asset space was back in 2021. The firm itself invested in AgroToken, a blockchain startup focused on tokenizing the field of production. Ada Coargo manages 561,000 hectares, if I'm pronouncing that right, family, of land, reports that it has produced 838 tons of crops and rice. The firm says it facilitated 1.4 billion worth of sales. Tether recorded a record-breaking $5.2 billion worth of net profit. Damn. In the first quarter of the year. They're killing it right now. According to the firm's Q2 quarterly report, the firm issues USDT, which aims to maintain the one-on-one peg with the US dollar, which we know is the largest stablecoin, which also had the first mover's advantage and the one we trust the most, with a market cap of more than 118 billion. And not only that, but they're true believers in Bitcoin, as they have a lot of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. They're mining large amounts of Bitcoin. They're purchasing mass amounts of Bitcoin. They're holding on to mass amounts of Bitcoin. You got to respect that. So shout out Tether and to the USDT fam. Yeah, ignoring Bitcoin and sticking with fiat hardheads, Bitcoiners, intelligent hardheads. How can we lose? Well, not all, but just less creative types in the dark due to the complacency. Either way, you can... The personally types behind the Bitcoin, the losers, bonk to 0.00001, Doge to 20 cents. So I'm going to assume let me know if it's accurate though, Muhammad. I'm going to assume any prediction from Muhammad that is a zero means you don't believe in that token and you don't hold any. And any prediction, not 0 or 0.0001, is a token you probably have invested in. Let me know if that's accurate. I find it funny. Mike Saylor said it live on TV or MSNBC. Nice. Yeah, he just recently was interviewed, I think yesterday. So that's why we're covering that story here next, which is our feature story of the day, the latest from Mikey Saylor. So pump the likes, pump the stream. People don't become interested in assets until they get slapped with them. That is why most people buy the top, since the mainstream doesn't start talking about it until the top. Precisely. Retail is usually the biggest suckers. Retail will come piling in, lined up to buy the biddy, stack the biddy when it's at an all-time high. You know what I mean? Once we get to 100,000, retail will be like, it's time. Shout out Jackson Tudor. What up? What up? Yeah, it's crazy, but that's the psychology of humans. Back when Bitcoin was free, nobody was interested. When Bitcoin's at a bottom, nobody cares. Meanwhile, the opposite, everyone wants a piece of the pie. Shout out Glenn Cooper. Appreciate the repost, brother. Just reposted you. Shout out to the High Priority Network. He put JV and the Huddle Gang are live. Come join the fam. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you. And that goes for anyone else. I'm going to be streaming for the next hour. If you guys can repost, comment, I'll repost you guys. It'll get more people on the stream. I'll help blow up your accounts at the same time. Bitcoin to 150 Gs. The 370 guaranteed or your original investment back, according to Muhammad. Yesterday, Mikey Saylor. JV, will you be live if Bitcoin hits 100,000 tomorrow? If a miracle happens. Because regardless of the price, I have to do what I have to do tomorrow. Unfortunately. But it's a positive for JV, so I don't think it's something bad going on. It's actually really good, but I have to do it. Yeah, I mean, I just can't really talk about it. Okay, so we have 1,500 people on the stream. That's what's up. You guys are awesome. Let's get to 2,000. No, I don't own poop coins like Solana, XRP, and Cardano. Right on, Muhammad. Agree. FOMO at 100,000. Don't be somebody's exit liquidity. There you go. But here's what we're going to do. We got 1,500 people on the stream. Let's freaking go. Now for our feature story of the day, fam. Michael Saylor predicts Bitcoin will reach $13 million per coin. He gives a timestamp on the year he believes it's going to happen. He was just recently interviewed, and here's the latest from him. So let's break this baby down. And welcome everyone just joining us here today on the stream. You can see in the headline, Michael Saylor predicts Bitcoin will reach 13 million per coin. 21 years. Obviously not going to happen overnight, right? And another headline. Michael Saylor predicts same headline, but let's just get into the story then. MicroStrategy Executive Chairman Mikey Saylor predicted on Monday Bitcoin will reach 13 million over the next 2 decades. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The billionaire explained why the leading digital assets recent volatility hasn't frightened his company, MicroStrategy, and the advantages for investors to buy MSTR instead. In fact, just got to keep it 100. MicroStrategy has been outpacing Bitcoin this year, and I think it has been for a while. There's obviously pros and cons. You know, obviously, I'm all in on Bitcoin. I'm not a stock investor. I don't think I've ever purchased any stock, but there are some advantages. So, you know what I mean? It's because Michael Saylor knows what he's doing, really. During an interview with CNBC, Saylor forecasted that Bitcoin retain its 44% compound annual growth rate in the short term. That's not too shabby. 44% compound annual growth rate before the growth steadily declines by roughly 5% per year as the asset matures. Quoting Michael Saylor from the recent interview yesterday, my long-term forecast is it's going to 13 million over 21 years. So let's run the math. If we're in 2024, that would mean 2024, 34, 55. So by the year 2055, he's projecting Bitcoin smashing 13 million. At some point, it'll be the S&P return plus 8%, and it'll be the S&P volume plus 8%. Shout out to the employee of the month here. I mean, Max Kaiser called it. Employee of the month, Saylor. We've beat every other company in the S&P index using the Bitcoin strategy. Facts. Number one stock right there, yo. Saylor initially put forward a similar price forecast during his speech at the Bitcoin 2024 Nashville conference. Let me know if you had a chance to watch it. I believe that was his base case as shared here. While 13 million was his base case, his bear case was 3 million, in line with the Van Eck prediction. And his bull case was a whopping 49 million. Now we're talking almost 1,000x higher than today. Send it. In the meantime, Saylor expects continued Bitcoin volatility, largely because it is a globally traded 24 asset that is highly liquid, quoting the Giga Chad. If you are worried about a missile strike, you can't teleport your $10 million apartment to Singapore. Lever it up to 10-1 and short $100 million worth of New York real estate, he explained. But you can short $100 million worth of Bitcoin by borrowing $10 million. And regarding MicroStrategy, Saylor argued the company has pioneered the Bitcoin-backed bond market by issuing billions of dollars in convertible bonds to buy Bitcoin. That's right. We call it the Mikey Saylor put. And as an investment, he says MSTR is like a tax-deferred Bitcoin yield instrument, effectively letting users borrow money to buy Bitcoin at rates they could not access as an individual, since adopting a Bitcoin reserve strategy in 2020. And since then, we have other publicly traded companies like Metaplanet out of Japan, which is following in the same footsteps of MicroStrategy. And I think many other companies are likely to do the same because it's such a brilliant strategy, especially for companies that have access to a lot of liquidity, such as MSTR. Now, not surprised, but Peter Schiff disapproves of Michael Saylor's prediction. Shocking, right? Bitcoin critic Mr. Shifty called out Saylor for boasting about the gains of both Bitcoin and MicroStrategy, calling his ideas a bunch of nonsense. How dare you, Peter Shifty? I mean, give the man a little credit. MSTR is down 40% from his 52-week high and 6% below 2021 high. The actual returns are not nearly as rosy as you describe and will soon get worse, according to Peter Shifty. But nonetheless, let me know your thoughts with the latest from Michael Saylor. Can you see a $13 million base case? Again, that's not his bull prediction. Base case, meaning what he believes will most likely turn into fruition. Let me know if you agree, disagree. I'm going to read the comments. Welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream. We got over 1,600 people here. Much appreciated. I like the volatility when it's up. I like volatility in general. It's life force. Alts can be good for the traders. Bitcoin is only the safe place to store the value for the long term, says Dankness. Eventually, we'll get the good alts and we'll have the integral uses of the market. Be safe and understand this. Right on. I started buying Solana at $18 after watching Raoul Pal. Right on. Doesn't matter whether it's Trump or Canola. Oh, is that the new nickname? Canola? Bitcoin is going over. I like that because I don't have to use her real name. Bitcoin going over 150,000. Send it on behalf of Canola. Peter Shifty. Classic. Well, he's very shifty. Low down, greedy, and grimy. Peter Shifty doesn't even own a physical gold. It's all paper. Yeah, I heard him say in an interview the majority of his gold was in foreign gold stocks. He's not even supporting the American economy. Come on, Shifty. It's very shifty. It's very sus, as my little one would say. Still, Solana has a long ways to go to surpass the ETH. Do you think it will? What do you think the future of ETH looks like? It was the Barclay card using it. I thought it was going to go up, and it hasn't disappointed. Right on.
It's red panty night when you sanctify me, eh? Back at home with your wife.
Bitcoin, 60G, 60G. Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's.
What do you think, JV? Okay, Dankness. Some of the alts will be needed to make the blockchain even more secure. They might be the only safe place for the new ones if the internet needs to be on the blockchain. Gold will lose value over time due to the middlemen, only to be used in electronics for value. Right on. Thank you guys for sharing. So yeah, fam, welcome to the Q&A segment of the live stream. If you guys have any questions, comments, this is your opportunity to get them read out loud. I'm still streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I'll stick around on YouTube for a few more minutes. Then we'll end the YouTube stream, and then we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod so we can speak uncensored on X and Rumble. So let's freaking go. And welcome, everyone. We're still on X, Rumble, and YouTube right now. I heard Peter shorted a bunch of the gold. Not surprised. I think gold just tapped out at a new all-time high more recently. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think is it like $2,500 in that ballpark? But if you look at gold versus Bitcoin in the past 15 years, I mean, that tells the true tale of the tape. You still deal with governments and banks with gold. No, thank you. Precisely. There's only one peer-to-peer solution. JV, you think Caroline should be used to catch other scammers like them? Or is she being used? Good question. I mean, virtually anybody is going to want a rat to reduce their sentence. It could be working with the Fed. You really never know. It's kind of sus that she's trying to hide everyone name involved with her. Makes me wonder if they're higher ups trying to protect her. I don't really know, though. You know, her parents are connected, you know, just as Bankman-Fried's parents are connected. A lot of these people are colluding and connected together, in my opinion, allegedly. You know what I mean? JB, I just tried to log into my Cash App to send my little cousin some pageant money, and oh my God, they closed my account. No. JB, I am talking to you on the offer since it happened with Kraken. For sure. For sure, Chandy. 2 months ago, 10,000 was stolen from Kraken. I have about 15,000 in Bitcoin on the Cash App right now. They closed my account and said I had activity that went against their terms and services. Activity meaning buying Bitcoin. This is mind-boggling. So they can steal 15,000 in Bitcoin. I was just trying to move it to my Trezor and have been, but they only let you move 5,000 a week, so I didn't have time to get it. Yeah, as I said, I'm happy to bring this to Kraken's attention because I don't like when people get screwed over or ripped off, especially exchanges. And it could be a misunderstanding, but nonetheless, we'll definitely get to the bottom of it one way or the other. Bitcoin has outperformed the S&P by far. Oh, amen. Kraken literally closed my account and said the same kind of ish and took 10,000 and won't respond to my claims. I have records. I can prove it. What I'll probably do is just clip this, or maybe you can help me by clipping this segment, sharing your claims, and we'll tag the head of Kraken on X and try to get to the bottom of it. I hate when they don't respond to you. That really bothers me. It used to be gold, silver, and copper. Now it's Bitcoin, ICP, gold, and silver. Kraken, are they? Yes, Kraken is one of the bigger, exchanges for sure, which has a good reputation. That's why it boggles my mind that they're doing things like this. I hope it's all just a big misunderstanding, but it sucks trying to get a hold of support. I understand. They probably have way too many customers and not enough customer support. It's like that on Coinbase, Binance, all that. You know what I mean? So we'll get to the bottom of it. I have given up on Kraken, but now the Cash App, I'm going to war. No criminal charges against parents thus far. That's wild. Only civil lawsuits. Right on. Kraken is peer-to-peer, so that's whack. Hang in there, Chandy. Yeah, we got your back. Kraken recently got slammed by the SEC. Oh, they got slammed twice this year. They paid a $30 million judgment to the SEC, and then the SEC hit them with new charges and wanted to shake them down for more money. And I think they're combating it right now. Thank you, JV. You're very welcome, Crypto Voodoo. Cash App closed my account knowing I had all that. So you're saying you had all that Bitcoin in your Cash App and they closed it, which means they ultimately stole it. That's not cool either. So we're going to hold Cash App accountable. We're going to hold Kraken accountable and get to the bottom of it. I got your back. Yeah, straight BS. Unacceptable. No more God, guns, country, flag. It's Bitcoin, God, guns, and country. I dig it, Muhammad. Preach. But here's what we're going to do. We got almost 1,800 people on the stream. Nice. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod. So we're going to end the YouTube stream. So if you're on YouTube, head on over to rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net because the YouTube stream is coming to an end. Hope to see you on the Rumble. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. We're also on X. We're going to continue with the uncensored, extended version of the pod, which is the after party. You're invited. Let's go. Deuces to the YouTube. And mods, let me know when the YouTube transmission